Welcome to Web Development Fundamental lesson. In the previous lesson, we learned how to insert CSS. There are three different ways that we practiced. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to link an external web page with our very own web pages. For instance, if you go to any website or web pages, this is a real New York Times website. What you can see, all these are their newses, picture, and what about this or this or this. So these are advertisement by probably Citibank. What happens if you click here? If you click here, it takes you to a different website, Citibank's website. So how do we do that um, in our own website? That's the goal of this lesson. So in order to do that, let me just create a new paragraph tag. And inside the paragraph tag, let me write my favorite website is, for instance, YouTube. Now, what I want, let me see in my web browser first. So if you just right click, open in a browser, and this is my very simple web page, and this is what I just did. My favorite website is YouTube, and if you click YouTube, you cannot even click it, nothing happens. But what I want my user, whenever they are reading my favorite website is YouTube, they should able to click on YouTube, and it should take you to the website or web application of YouTube. How is it possible? So going back to my text editor, I'm going to use a hyperlink. So around the word YouTube, all you have to do is writing a tag, closing a tag, and inside the opening a tag, you can write this attribute hyperlink reference, href, equal to. Now you need the link of YouTube, so you can just go and Google YouTube. That's the Googling YouTube and enter and YouTube, and this is the website of YouTube, and you can just copy Command C this link going back to your text editor, and remember this hypertext reference attribute. After this equal sign, double quotation, inside the double quotation, you can just Command V or paste the link you just copied. Save it, going back to your browser, and this was the web page you made. And what happens if you refresh? If you refresh your browser now, my favorite website is YouTube, and you can see that it is clickable. You can click it. If you click it, then it takes you to a new website of YouTube. All right, nice. And if you go back, then it takes you to your own web page. But that's not exactly how we saw in New York Times website, because whenever you clicked a New York Times website, in this particular image, it opened a new tab and took you to the Citibank website where the New York Times is still there, and a new tab took you to their website. How do we do that? That's not the case in our page though. If we click it in our page, it takes the same tab and takes you to YouTube page. So how do we achieve that goal? Going back to your browser, going back to your text editor, if you create another attribute, which is target, after this link, if you create another attribute and call target equal to double quotation mark and underscore blank, save it, going back to your browser. Now what happens if you refresh it? You refresh it, nothing happens. My favorite website is YouTube, for instance, and you click YouTube. See the difference? Your regular web page is still there, and there is opening up another new tab, and you can see YouTube there. So again, if you click it here, notice what happens here. It opens up a new tab with YouTube. That's it in this lesson. See you in the next one.